Hi, I'm Lyndsey. I'm the author of Let's Talk About Your New Family's Sleep. I've been supporting families for nearly 20 years. I'm a paediatric nurse, health visitor, IBCLC, holistic sleep coach, birth trauma recovery practitioner, author of 2 books so far, and speaker, as well as mum of 2. I'm the founder of the Breastfeeding the Brave project and the clinical director of the Holistic Sleep Coaching Programme. Most of the time I'm teaching, speaking and writing, but I do also still support families internationally with feeding, sleep and parenting. I wrote the book because there's not a book currently like it. Sometimes sleep books for parents offer a method, some sort of algorithm or mnemonic, a diagram or a secret recipe for sleep. Other books are really reassuring. They might explain that all baby sleep is normal and it will pass. Some books focus on why you shouldn't sleep train. But I've met thousands of families who have no intention of sleep training, and yet the strategies they've tried aren't working and they're really struggling. Very few books seem to present non-biased information about sleep that's also really practical. In Let's Talk About Sleep, I explain the biological norms of sleep and unpack what the research says about sleep training in a non-judgmental way, but I also provide practical solutions for families who are really finding their sleep situation unsustainable. I call a lot of what I do my backdoor route to sleep improvement because I like to shift the focus away from obsessing about sleep, which can be exhausting, and address multiple areas to improve sleep without actually focusing on sleep. I wanted to write a book that is honest about what it feels like to be absolutely exhausted, but also totally unwilling to use a non-responsive strategy. As a new parent, it's likely that you have heard many different ideas and theories about sleep. It often feels like the definition of parental success is having a good baby. A good baby is a good sleeper, one who wakes infrequently and needs little intervention. The truth is that not only is sleep not the measure of your parenting, but it is also not necessarily something that you as a parent are wholly in control of. This idea does both parents and babies a great disservice. Babies are more than the measure of how they live up to objective and measurable criteria, and parents are worth so much more than their apparent success in achieving a certain number of hours of sleep. If this was the main feature of successful parenting, then the hard work would be largely over by the time a child starts preschool. Don't let anyone minimise your role to sleep achiever. You are worth far more than that. It can also feel like the key to this desirable good sleeper is a closely guarded secret. I assure you that if there was an easy, quick, reliable and cry-free way of helping all children sleep in a particular way or through the night, it would be easily Googleable, or you would have heard about it. I certainly don't make any sleep strategy a secret, and I do not reserve the most effective sleep tools only for my private clients. Honestly, if you do nothing, your child will eventually sleep. If you bed share, breast sleep, cuddle, nurture and respond your way through the first year or 2 or more, your child will one day, without you doing anything clever or difficult, just drift off to sleep. If you want or need to make sleep more sustainable, that is totally your choice. But please do not feel that this is somehow a kind of rite of passage or an inevitable feature of parenting. If you take nothing else away from this book, my sincere hope is that you feel you have a better, more complete and realistic picture of sleep and the role that responsive parenting has to play within this. I also hope you know that you're not alone, your child is not broken, and you are not failing. Whether you make a positive and informed choice to do nothing, instigate some gentle and sustainable strategies to make sleep more bearable, or choose to embark on changing the way bedtime works, I wish you every success, not just in sleep, but mostly in your journey as a parent. Let's Talk About Your New Family's Sleep is a compassionate and reassuring resource for families who are desperately seeking sleep but also committed to responsive parenting. It's a book that's not just about sleep, it's about how sleep affects and is affected by relationships and stress and connection, attachment, sensory needs and the environment. It's kind and empathic because I've been there in the sleep trenches too and I get it. It explains the science of sleep and unpacks myths because I'm a big believer in evidence-based practice. It shares practical and realistic ideas that work because I'm a clinician. And as well as all that, there's absolutely nothing in this book that will compromise responsive feeding or attachment because I'm a huge gentle parenting advocate. It's a book that covers sleep in a really family-centred way from pregnancy to about 18 months and will be invaluable for parents as well as professionals.